Doing out there. Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast, where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. It's your host, Caleb Thompson, and we would like to welcome you guys welcome you guys here. We're going to be talking about the next level of networking. Yes, the next level of networking. It's going to be talking about building connections in the digital age. Not just building connections. That's basically what we're talking about. We're talking about how to extend your network globally on an international scale, just using digital software. Rather that's through WhatsApp or different apps or any, where you couldn't normally in a traditional way reach people for business partnerships to collab with. You can do that in the digital age through any digital type of platform. So, networking has shifted from basically in-person events to a digital platform. Now you really don't see a whole lot of people going to events unless there's like a charity ball. If there's an annual charity ball that people go to annually every year, you will catch people there in that ball, just for the simple fact or the reason that it has been an annual event probably for over 10 to 15 years. So you will need to be present. There are still events like this that are starting to go to a digital platform. But a lot of events are happening like this. When I talked to a mentor that was a CEO, a lady named Sabrina, she basically helped me to understand how to network and how to extend or expand my global presence. One thing that she taught me was OPP, other people's platforms, and that's a lot of way that I got my brand out there. That's how I optimize my digital presence. I optimize, my digital presence through OPP, other people's platforms. And that kind of, brought my brand or my digital presence to the surface. But back to what we're saying. No, networking is just shifted. Events are going digital. Anything that you can think of now, from team meetings. My team meetings, I had employees from, India, the Philippines, Africa, different parts of Africa. We all got on a team meeting from different parts of the world. That's why it's so important to start networking on this level, this caliber of networking, which is on a digital scale, digitally. Now, I want to tell you that a large majority of individuals use social media and professional networks like LinkedIn to connect to people globally. I do as well. I believe everybody does because, after looking up some facts and some statistics about this, LinkedIn, 41.3% of working individuals in business programs use LinkedIn as their primary digital networking tool. And these statistics are from techjury.com. But LinkedIn is used 41.3% as a primary, digital networking tool. Other things like just online networking. Around 40% of individuals prefer online networking over traditional face-to-face interactions. Over just your face-to-face. I believe this whole entire world has adopted that concept of just, everything's digital now. No one wants to be face-to-face with anyone. So there's that. Job acquisition through networking. The digital networking. Digital networking is instrumental for 85% of jobs filled in the United States. So ways to get jobs, ways to connect, ways to network globally. All these things are on a digital scale or on digital apps, software to optimize your brand presence and to extend your network globally. So also, digital networking is more accessible, but requires a different strategy than just your original traditional methods. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you a four-step strategy for digital networking. Four-step strategy. We kind of went over some of this earlier, but we're going to give you a four-step strategy on how to kind of critique, modify your digital networking, or how to kind of go about go about doing it? You know, what steps would you take? This is going to be step by step, but what steps would you take towards, execute your digital networking expansion presence? Number one is define your networking goals. Yes, define your networking goals. You just have to identify why you're even networking. Identify why you're networking. What are you on some of these apps? What are you? I believe every social media app, every call app like WhatsApp, whatever. I believe these are all tools. Everything can be used for just upload. Even TikTok now these days can be used as a networking tool. I watched a video of a guy who made a fake ramen restaurant, and he reached out to a lot of influencers that was on TikTok to come to this restaurant. It was just like regular ramen, but it actually did very good for that night. But so you can even use that as well. I believe everything that we have as a resource, it either be used for good or bad. You can use it to advance your career. You can use it to advance what you're doing in life, or you can use it to just play around with. Waste your time. Not saying we don't need a couple laughs, or a couple videos to give us some good laughs, but try to use whatever resources you have to the best of your ability to advance your career further and further. As you continue to grow, just use it to the best of your ability. Like we said, you just have to identify why you're even networking. What are you looking for? Like career advancement? Are you looking for some business partnerships? Maybe some mentorship? I actually found a mentor from Score.com online. And business opportunities. There's a lot of business opportunities. Like we went over 85%. Let me get those numbers right. Over 85% of people in the U.S. has used the digital software or went online to find a job. So most people in the United States are hired not through going to the company, seeing about the company, not going in and say, man, I sure would like to work here. They actually were hired through going online. So, that's good. But number one is define your networking goals. Why do you even want to network in the first place? Number two is optimize your digital presence. This was a big thing for me. But your digital presence has to line up with who you truly are, your identity as a person, your characters, and also your life. A lot of times your identity and who you are, your life will have to catch up with that. There's a lot of people before Bill Gates was Bill Gates. He was still Bill Gates, but he had his brain was there. He was already there, but physically, the world around him had to catch up to where he was. So it all has to catch up. So number two is optimize your digital presence. So optimize your digital presence. Build strong online presence by creating professional profiles. I have professional profiles from LinkedIn, Instagram. Just any platform that you can use to optimize your presence and make sure that they all line up. That's one big thing. Make sure that your digital presence lines up across the board. If someone sees you on Facebook, make sure that same person they see on Facebook is the same person that's on Snapchat. I hate to say it like that. That's a fun app. No, everything can be used as a business tool, as advertisement to yourself. You are your number one brand first, you yourself. So make sure that everywhere where you have a digital imprint or online presence, make sure that they all coincide with each other. Don't be a Christian on Facebook, and then on TikTok you're a stripper. You know what I mean? So just make sure it all lines up. And hey, I'm not judging anyone, but I'm just saying, if I don't want to find you on OnlyFans, and then you know what I mean, you're one of our top realtors for Paradise Gardens, and then you also put your name in on the internet. You also have an OnlyFans. You also have a like I said, you can do whatever you want to do outside of work, but try to keep it classy when you're in certain positions that people can easily access your information. That's all I ask. Also, ensure your digital footprint reflects your goals and strengths, like what we just went over. Make sure that your digital footprint reflects your goals and strengths. That's what we're saying. Make sure it reflects what you're aiming towards, what you're trying to do in life, what you're trying to gain, what is the trajectory of your life, and where are you going, and what's going on with that. So you have to ensure that your digital footprint reflects your goals and strengths. That's a big thing. Number 3, engage and add value. Once you establish your digital footprint, just optimizing your digital presence, engage with people, but also add value. Don't just engage. Anyone could put a laughing emoji. Anyone could engage with some of the top level stupidity. Anyone can spark an argument over things that's not going to benefit them and waste an hour or 2 hours out of their life just for some toxic entertainment. But when you engage, add value, build authentic relationships by contributing like insights or using your resources, or giving your resources. Anything can be a resource these days. It can be knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Anything can be used as a resource. So, give these resources out without trying to receive immediate returns. You don't need a return every time you give something out immediately. So so that's what I want you to know. Just, when you engage with people, add value to the conversation, add value to your page, add value to the ones you engage with. Every time I talk to someone, I have a international presence to a certain extent, which basically means that I've dealt with companies internationally, all the way from let's say South Africa, Pakistan, Philippines, Bangladesh. I've dealt with Sussex. I've dealt with a lot of companies, nonprofits, and a lot of places that helped me to establish a digital footprint, and also relationships internationally with different countries and places and territories all over the world. But one thing I always do is I always try to add value before I get off the phone with anyone, before I even once the conversation starts. We always want to keep it positive. We don't want to slip into just anything that's not going to help us to move forward. Now, I'm not saying that you hide your character, or your personality. I want you to be yourself, as I'm going to be myself. If you're goofy, if you're funny, if you're bright, you know what I mean? Be that person. But also keep it professional. And contribute insights. You know what I mean? To add value. Number 4, this is our last one. We just went over 4 step-by-step strategy for your digital networking. How to network digitally online through various apps, social media platforms. We're going to go over these 4, but let's give you the first 3. Number 1 is define your networking goals. Number 2 is optimize your digital presence. Number 3 is engage and add value. And number 4, last but not least, is build, nurture, and track relationships. That means stay in touch with people. Stay in touch, even if it's periodically, stay in touch with people. Stay in touch with people that you've already engaged in deep, meaningful conversation with. Stay in touch with them. Once they hit a milestone in their company or their business, once they hit a milestone and anything in life, even if it's small things in life, make sure that you contact them and compliment them, and you stay in touch, even if it's periodically. Don't just stay in touch with people and continue to track that relationship, continue to add value as time goes on. Who's to say that it won't be something that's lasts a long time, and maybe you guys children will be able to create a relationship if you guys are that close. But so this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0 with your host Caleb Thompson. This is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. We're just going over how to network globally in this digital age. We gave you 4 steps on how step-by-steps on the digital networking, or how to accomplish your goals for digital networking. Like we said, number 1 is understand why you want to get online. Do not waste so much time online doing nothing at all. So know the trajectory of where you're trying to go, and add value to other people, and also have a clear cut strategy to know who do you want to collaborate with, who do you want to entertain or don't entertain. One thing that happened, I know I say a lot, I need to fix that, but anyways, as time goes on, I'll start to correct these little things.